YouTube, I'm Michael and I'm here to talk to you about the PlayStation Move. Now basically going over the control, Sony have designed a fairly nice and easy to hold control with a trigger. Whoops. Now basically you have the little ball at the top which lights up as soon as you load a game. It's also there to help you calibrate the remote. You have the PlayStation Move button, which is that big one in the middle, and you've got your standard buttons as well, your cross, square, triangle and circle. You also have the select button on the side and the start button, as well as the PlayStation button to take you to your XMB menu. At the back you also have what they call the T button. That's basically your trigger for shooting or quite a lot of functions actually. You have the little light down there which is always on as long as the control's on. You also have the standard port like the USB, which is used to, for starters, make your PlayStation recognize the control. You have also an extension plug there, so whenever you buy the extra plug for this, you can use it, because there are the two ones. One has an analog stick and this is just the base move control. And then you've also got the two pins on the side which are useful if you have a docking station for it. You've also got a lanyard which is basically identical to the Wii's in the way of how it straps onto you. You basically just flick that back and adjust it when it's comfortable for you. Click it back on. Nice and simple. It's easier to hold, fits in your hand nicely, and it's easy to move around. Basically the way I see it, it's the Wii all over again, just not as good. To use the Move, you need to have the PlayStation Eye camera, which looks like that, and it has to be set to the blue mode, which you can see there. The Eye, the way I can see it, it's an absolutely ugly camera. I like iToy for PlayStation 2 that looked quite a lot better than that thing. Otherwise, basic. You've got your camera lens, a little switch for wide or standard view, your inbuilt microphone, and a little stand which you can swivel on. And basically that just plugs into your PlayStation via one of the front USB ports. Nice and simple. Now when it comes to navigating the XMB with the Move control, it can be a little bit tricky, and you have to be a little slow when you start off, because it does get quite a bit tricky to get used to it. Now with games, I have found that this sometimes has a bit of trouble trying to basically detect things. There's a game which comes on the starter disc, which I will install right now actually. It's called Beat Sketcher. Now, I have no idea what the game's meant to do, as I cannot use it properly. What happens is, as soon as the game has loaded, it tells me once I'm 1.5 meters away from the eye, I have to press the circle button on the control. I can press it as many times as I want and it doesn't get past that. So for me, that game is basically useless. There are a few other games on the Move which are quite fun, which I will show you now. I'll just pause the video and wait for this game to install. Okay, this game has just finished installing, so I'm going to make sure I don't use it. Now, one of my favourite games at the moment is Tumble. The shoot is good when I can get it working. Start the Party is a fairly basic little sort of fun kiddie game in a way, and it's got a few little cool games in there. Ecochrome, I don't really like it as much. It's basically you moving a torch around to make sure that a little shadow person can walk along your shadow and find an exit. It's pretty boring. Sports Champions, I find that's pretty cool. It's very accurate and it looks quite nice considering. But I will show you Tumble, whatever it is. So as you can see, when you load up the game, it gives you a few of your little warnings, your safety, this and that. It tells you how to get your eye set up so the control can detect it. And then basically it might begin to set this control up. There you go, it starts flashing different colours just while the game loads and you wait for it. So I've got just a bit of a shaky hand. As I said, the games look quite nice. No, I'm not going to install.
Welcome to the game.
Now, I have to set up my move control.
Keep the move button held down.
As you can see, it's just basically a giant hand which I move around with the control. Single player. I'll go to zone 1 and just show you quickly.
Zone 1. Steady those hands and take a nice deep breath. It's time for your first Build High challenge.
Okay, I'm just going to skip all this.
Zone 1, Level 2. My first tower. This
Okay.
is a Build High challenge.
I'll just turn the sound off on it, that's fine. Basically, I got to grab the blocks, nice and simple. Tell it where to put it. And this one's basic building a tower. This has depth in this game, so you can move it away or into the game, and it does look quite nice for just a quick game. After all, these are only demos, so that's just basics. Quit the game. Now I'll show you the problem with Beat Sketcher, and then I'll show you calibration problems when it comes to the shoot. Where is it? Beat Sketcher. Okay, I'll just pause the video until this is done because this game takes a
Okay, we're
while.
back. As you can see, I'll go close to the TV so you can see that. It says to start off, I need to be 1.5 meters from the PlayStation Eye, and when I'm ready, press the circle button. So I'll move back. Now I'm probably just around 2 meters away from the PlayStation. So I've got my move, and as you can just faintly see, there's the circle button. I'll press it, and absolutely nothing. The game is practically useless just because it doesn't like the circle button. I've tried changing the lighting, I've tried recalibrating, and just about nothing helps. Now, there's another game on here, as I said just a few seconds ago, I hope, called The Shoot. Now, when I got this game working, it was quite fun to play. Come on, Mariah. And basically, it's like you're in a movie and you're a gunman. You have to shoot the little crossbow around and shoot all the baddies, save the goodies. Like good versus evil, basically. I can calibrate this, but it does give me a lot of crap, I can tell you that now. So there we are, the shoot demo. Okay, here we are. Press the T button, which is the trigger. Now I've got to hold down the PlayStation Move button. Okay, it found my control. As you can see, I'm moving around. There's the light on my control. You can see that. Now, to me, I just want the aim or whatever to be there. So I'll shoot. And I want this one to be down here to me. So I'll shoot it. See, at the moment, calibration's all fine. So when I play this game, whoops, one sec. Just quickly do that up here, down there. I can move around no problem. Press the move button and start. Now this game I like quite a bit whenever I actually had it working at the time. I'll put my name in quickly, M-I-K-E, and use this one because this is the only level we can play. The one thing I like about all these demos, they save to your hard drive, so they load a lot faster. To copy a few of these games to the hard drive via Blu-ray takes forever. It's a pain to wait while a 3 gig game copies over at I don't know what speed, but it is shocking. Okay, so as you can see, you're in a movie. There's my little crossbow. I'm basically just following a path that I'm given, and I got to shoot the people down. And you get your little achievements as just about any game. Then see, you've got the person you have to save. Then as you slowly progress, you get your little explosions, and you can get little bonuses by shooting birds and whatnot. There we are. But otherwise, it's a pretty cool game, and it is extremely accurate once you've calibrated it properly. Shoot the TNT. So you've got your cool little explosions, you've got a duck. And whatnot. But yeah, that's pretty cool. That's probably one of my favourites at the moment from the starter disc, as it works when it wants to, but it's fun. Besides that, that's the basics to the PlayStation Move, in my view, at least, out of all the problems I've had with it so far. I'm going to rate this game a 3 out of, well, not really a game actually. I'm going to rate this mini platform for the PlayStation 3 3 out of 5 due to its little problems, calibration errors, this and that. People say that with the Kinect you have to constantly recalibrate it. Only thing I've seen is when it comes to recalibrating Kinect, you only have to do it once you move it around the room. For PlayStation, you have to recalibrate it every 20 minutes just because it has a problem recognizing your own control. So that's got me stirring myself up a little bit. But besides that, that is Michael coming to you about the PlayStation Move on the PS3. Thanks for listening, and goodbye.